Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back today with another 4 trades. Today's date is April the 7th and I'm using my new Pro Scalper system. Today's trades were all pound pairs based on pound weakness. Remember, if it's around 20% or less, that becomes a bus driver, and when I took the trades it was well under the 20% mark. So let's go through some of these pairs here. First pair is the pound Swiss. Now, just before I get into this pound Swiss trade, I would like to inform you that all trading systems will work less than 50% of the time. And of course that applies to all my trigger systems. It took me 8 years and over 700 trading systems to learn that. To get that up to 80 to 90% success rate, you will have to learn how to trade the flow of the market, which is what I teach. You will also have to learn trade management and money management. I've made trading the market simple and easy to do for all 3 sessions, including many ways to trade the markets. To be successful in trading, all you need is a lot of chart time and a lot of education. I provide the education. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This will encourage me to do more of these videos. If you leave your name and email address, I will put you on my email list for free weekly trading tips. So let's check out this pound Swiss trade. Let's see where I got in at. They were all taken right around 7 a.m. as I usually do on a daily basis. Either a little before 7 or just a little after 7, as soon as I can find the trade setups. Now this trade right here, when I pulled the trigger, it was perfect example of a great way to trade that's using the indicators on the top and on the bottom. Perfect timing also, which I also teach within the training videos, how to get in at the perfect time. Now also the scalper on the 15 minutes, and by the way, it always registers what the 15-minute time frame is saying. No, if you go down to the 5 or the 1 minute, it will still show you the 15 minutes, which is considered the higher time frame if you are a true scalper. In other words, you want to be going in the direction of the 15 minutes, and then you can pull the trigger on the 5 or the 1 minute, your choice. I teach all of these tips and tricks within the training videos. Now you will get a pop-up alert, looks similar to this, telling you whether you should be buying or selling. Now of course, let's see, open it up a bit more. Let's go to this point right here. The pound pairs, as you can see, they're all being sold. So I took the trade at this cursor, didn't even go 1 pip against me, and I closed it out as I saw that, I was collecting enough pips, but obviously I could have got more pips. Ended up with 38 pips, and 38 pips on the pound Swiss paid $4,088. Okay, moving on to the pound dollar. Let's see where I got in on this trade. Drag and drop it up. This one here, well, when I got the signal right here, as the scalper went from blue to red and got a pop-up alert, so I took the trade. Should have just waited for a bit of a pullback, but not a big deal. And this is what I mean by it showing the 15-minute time frame, but if you go to the 15, it's showing at this point right in here, blue. That's why I dropped it down to the 5 minutes to get the trigger to sell, as I knew that I wanted to be selling. So let's see what that looks like. everything down at the bottom. From back, one more candle before that was telling me to sell. Scalper was saying to sell from here. Took the trade, went about 15 pips against me, and I closed it out just being happy, and I was happy with 32 pips, and 32 pips on the pound dollar paid $3,200. Moving on to the next pair I traded, pound yen. Same situation here. If I go to the 15 minutes, you'll see I took it around 7 o'clock, which was right around here somewhere. But I did drop it down to the 5 minutes to pull the trigger. So let's see where I got in at. Selling from back here, along with the signal M15 was saying to sell. I was waiting for the pullback. Should have waited just for a little bit more, but I knew that it would only go a certain number of pips and hook around and continue down because the meter was telling me so. By the way, if you're not trading with a good meter, you will also struggle with your trading. I went through 12 meters before I found a good one. In other words, there are some pretty crappy meters out there, so be careful. You got to get a good meter. Took the trade at this cursor, did go against me about 13 or 14 pips, and I closed it out here, being happy with 25 pips, and 25 pips on the pound yen paid $2,274. Now let's take a look at the last pair, which is the pound Aussie. See where I got in at. As I said, when I took this trade, I was trading the pullback. And I teach exactly how to do that. Remember, the pullback to the goal line, that is called a pullback. And of course, when it breaks through the goal line and keeps going down, which is what it's doing, I call that a reversal. And of course, you can trade around the goal line. I dropped it down to the 5 minutes to get my timing a little bit better. Get those cursors back in again. So I jumped the gun a little bit. When I took the trade, the scalper on the very next candle, there was a pop-up alert saying to sell, but down at the bottom, my indicators, all three of them at the bottom, were suggesting a sell. Now, it went sideways for a while. Didn't go much against me, only 3 pips for a pound pair. That's not too much to worry about. And then, of course, I closed it out, looks like with about 19 pips. And 19 pips on the pound Aussie paid $1,447. And by the way, I teach you how to stay in the trade for more pips. And I still, if I was trading that way, I would still be in the trade, as the indicators down at the bottom here are not telling me to close the trade. So if you're the type of trader who would like to get more pips and how to stay in the trade for more pips, just watch those videos. It's called How to Stay in the Trade for More Pips. But as I said, and this is the main reason why I do more than one trade at a time. Usually one trade will not cut it, as sometimes you'll be sitting around for hours for very few pips. But these pound pairs, generally as a rule, if you do 3 or more trades like I do, today was 4 trades, it's virtually impossible that all 4 pound pairs are not going to give you pips. And today's pip total was 114 pips, and 114 pips paid $11,010. So if your trading is not producing great pips on a daily basis like my Pro Scalper, I suggest you get your hands on it. Do so. All you have to do is look right below this video. It's my Pro Scalper system. I do charge $250. I teach how to trade the flow of the market. If you do not learn this, you are never going to become a successful trader. This is very crucial. Everybody who's selling a system successfully knows how to trade market movement. Now, my Pro Scalper has 4 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact system on my system on your MT4 platform. Comes with 5 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Comes with a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and that's exactly what you're going to need. A lot of education to succeed at trading. Now, there's a lot of ways to trade, as you can see. I teach a lot of ways to trade. It is very valuable, worth a lot more than $250. That's why there's 42 training videos, and I threw in 9 bonus videos. I'm only going to talk about one way, a great way to trade. It's not exactly the one here. I wanted to show you the one that was a great way to trade, the pound Swiss, exactly like this. This is what I look for every day amongst any other way that I can trade, and I was focusing on the pound pairs based on pound weakness. So, good example of a great way to trade. Now you can put this video on pause, as I don't want the video to be too long. If you have any questions, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. You can also send me an email. Remember, there's a underscore right here. Now if you click on this link right here, we'll have Skype connection, and through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session. Remember that. It's free, no obligation. Minimum, you will get a bunch of tips and tricks that should help your trading. And keep in mind that that is free. Now, of course, if you click on this link, you'll see 32 screenshots, 32 trigger systems that I've been working on for many years. So that just about wraps up this video, and I'll repeat it again. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, happy trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.